Good afternoon. Today we will discuss about DDL, DML, TCL commands of SQL. The subject belongs to BSc second year, second semester of DBMS. Okay. So first DDL commands. First create. See, create command is used to create structure of table. Okay. So we can here in the create command we are specifying the column name corresponding its data type. Okay. So I am creating student table. Create table student ID var character 2 of 10 student name. So in var character student ID we will take as a here yes name SID. Here I am taking as a number of 4, then date of birth. See, here I am created 3 columns. The columns are yes name and student ID, date of birth. Yes name I specified as a var character 2 of 10. It means it will take 10 characters. So number it will take 4 characters, date of birth, date. Okay. To view structure of table, the command is description. DESC description student. So it will display only 3 columns. The column names are student name and student ID and date of birth. Okay. So if you want to view structure and table values, the command is select command. Select star from student. So it will display the student table structure and its values. So there we will not insert any value. So it will display output as a no rows are selected. Okay. So this is now after creation structure of table. Now we will insert the values into table. Okay. So now we will see DML insert command, because insert DML commands when we can perform DML commands after creating structure of table, then only we can insert values. After insertion we can update, we can delete. So we create a table structure. Now we will see inserting values into table structure. In what way we created column names, in the same way we should insert values into table structure according to its data type. Okay. And insert command is belongs to DML. Now insert. Insert into table name student, then values. So I am inserting values. First of all, I created as a student ID, then first of all student name. So I am inserting as a Anil as a student name, and a student ID I am inserting 1, 2, 3. Date of birth 15th October 91. Okay. So this is, so Anil is a name, 1, 2, 3 is a student ID, date of birth. So if you want to insert values at runtime, so that we will see. At runtime means if you want to insert multiple values at runtime, so first, okay, see, insert into student values. So and yes name and yes ID. So for numeric there is no need to enclose single quotation marks. And date of birth. Okay. So when you run this one, it will ask you enter values for. So first. So here first of all student name, enter values for, it will ask you yes name. Here we should insert value. Yes name I am inserting Sony. So again enter values for yes ID. So I am inserting student ID as a 1, 2, 4. Enter values for date of birth. So I am inserting date of birth as a 7th December 91. So if you want to insert another row, again we should press as a slash. Slash in SQL, slash means buffer. It contains previous one command. When you specify slash, again it will ask you enter values. Using this one, we can insert multiple rows into table. So this command is performed in the command prompt, SQL command prompt, not a Windows prompt. So this is about insert command, and we will see about null value. So if you don't want to insert values into column, there we are specifying as a null. So what is meaning of null? Missing information, inapplicable information will be specified using the null value. We'll see. Okay. See, I don't want to insert date of birth. How I should insert? So insert into student values. So first Rahul, then 1, 2, 4. I don't want to insert date of birth. So this is, it will indicate as error, missing column. So there we should insert as a null. Okay. And SQL is a not case sensitive. It means we can specify uppercase, lowercase. In where condition, if table contain capital, we should enter upper. If table contain lower, we should enter lower. At the time only it will supports as a case sensitive concept. So this is insert command. Okay. So then now we will see alter, DDL alter command. Okay. See, alter command having two concepts. So first one is add, second one is modify. So using add command, we can add a new column to current structure. Using modify command, we can change the column width. So first of all, alter with add, alter table, table name is student, add. So I'm adding new column name as a course. Course var character 2 of 10. So var character means it is a data type alphanumerical. We can enter up to 10 character. So we are adding new column, that is a course. If you want to see structure of table, we should enter as a DESA, description, student. So it will display output as a 4 columns. So last time means before this it contained 3 columns, but here we add a new column with the help of alter. So first yes name, student name, then student ID, SID, then date of birth. Now insert as a course. So if you want to see the structure of table with including values, command is select star from student. Okay. So it will display number of rows and we suppose if you insert 5 rows will display, but course will not insert because course is also altered. At this location you want insert value, we should use as a alter command. Okay. Now, so this is alter with add. Now we'll see alter with modify command. Okay. So modify means after creation structure, if you want to modify column width, we can. If there is a value, we can increase the width of the column, we can't decrease. If there is no value, we can increase and we can decrease. Now we specified as a course, we specified as a 10. Now we can increase the width of the column. So how? See, alter table. So table name is student, modified. So column name is course. Date of birth, date type is var character 2 of 15. Last time I specified as a 10. Now I am increasing 10 to 15. So this is alter with modify. Okay. So alter command is over. So then truncate. Okay. Now we'll see truncate. So using truncate command, we can remove the values we remove values from the table structure. There is no effect to the structure of table. Again we can reuse. So how? See, command is truncate table. So table name is student. So table values will be deleted. Structure will be there. So if you specify description student, DSC, description student, so it will display structure. How many columns are there? It will display. So suppose if you specify select star from student, so it will display out as a no data found. It means structure will be there, the values which are in a table will be deleted from the table structure. So this is truncate. Now next command is drop. So this command is used to drop, means it removes table value, structure also at a time. After truncate drop, we can't roll back, we can't undo these transactions. Okay. So command is drop table. Table name is student. So table is dropped. So if you specify description student, it will display output as a object does not exist. Object does not exist. Okay. So these are the DDL commands. Once we will revise. So DDL, what are the DDL commands? See. Okay. What we discuss DDL commands are: first create. Using create command we can create the structure of table. Then alter. Alter having two options: alter with add one, alter with modify second one. So alter with add means we can add a new column to current structure. Alter with modify, we can change the current column structure. Then truncate. Truncate means the table values will be deleted. There is no effect to the structure of table. Then drop. Drop means it will remove the values which are in from the table. So these are the DDL commands. Again we discuss DML. DML is insert command. Using insert command we can insert values into table structure. Now remaining update delete also will discuss. Before that, first of all we will see the table and how we are updating, how we are deleting we will see. Suppose student table, the values first SID, student ID, yes name, student name, then date of birth, then course. So student ID I am taking 1, so Anil, date of birth is 5th October 91 and course is BSc. Now I am taking second Rahul, then date of birth is 6 May 90 BCom. Third Sony, date of birth 17th March 92 BA. So I created this structure with values. Now we'll see update command. Update. See, using update command we can change the table column value. If you specify where condition, if condition is satisfied on one row, that row will be deleted. If condition is satisfied multiple rows, the multiple rows will be deleted. How we'll see? So update table is student, and course is equal to BTech. I am specifying BTech. Where student ID is equal to, so student ID is 1, that 1 actually contain BSc. BSc will be updated as a BTech. So this is. So if you are not specifying where condition, it is applicable to all columns, that we will see. So update table student, then you take as a same. I am taking course. Here I am specifying this MBA. I am not specifying any condition. So if you are not specifying where condition, where class, so it is applicable to all columns, so all values. So automatically course 3 rows update as MBA. This is the update command. Now we will see delete command. Okay, delete command is used to delete one row or multiple rows based on given condition. How we will see? See, delete command is used to delete one row or multiple rows. How we will see? Delete from student, where yes name, here it satisfy where case sensitive, here Anil. So Anil. See, it means it will remove only this row, because student name having only Anil is one row, that row will be deleted. If you are not specifying where class, all rows will be deleted. Delete from student. It means all rows which are in a table will be deleted. So this is the delete command. Okay. So now we focused DDL total, create, alter, drop, truncate, and DML when we discussed insert, update, delete, and now we'll see DRL select command. So first of all we'll see select command, and DRL select command is used to retrieve information from the table. About select command, how we are retrieving, that will continued in the next class. Thank you.